Certainly.
And we're live. Hello. Welcome back. Yes, welcome back again to another edition of Masters of Beer Reviews and Company Wild Card Wednesday. It is the first day of summer. Welcome, summer. And bring if you want to come on the panel, I will put the link in the chat of the video. Here it is now. Come on in if you have a beer, wine, or a spirit and you want to have some fun. That is the main objective here. But the only thing I truly ask is you are not a douche. Do not be a douche. Cheers. Will be golden, as the beer master would say. Hello, John and Nilly. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, John. And Vanessa Kitty. Cheers. Cheers in the chat. Come on in if you want to come. It's not summer quite yet. Well, it's in the 60s here, but first day of June is usually considered meteorological spring or summer, should I say? So, let's go around the panel. We have Alex, the beer master, live from the state of New Jersey. Beerman from the state of Oregon, and we got East Coast liquor reviews. That little old state of Rhode Island.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. So let's go around the horn and see what everybody is bringing for a beer, wine, or a spirit this evening. Let's start with Alex, the beer master.
Well, this is my first time. This is my second time having a beer from this brewery. It is Zigmeister, whatever that beer is called. What is it called again, Eric?
Boom Haka Raku.
So
what the hell does your beer mean, Zigmeister?
Boom Haka Rock. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. So, but I never had this beer per se, but I think I had something similar. Of this brewery. So Boone Haka Raka. Yeah.
Come on, Dan.
Yeah, there we go.
All
Boom
right.
Haka Raka. I think that's a song.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's what it's based off of. So I don't know if it's
what's NBA Jam or something.
ABV is 6.9 by volume.
What is my beer? Let's see.
6.9. That's a good number.
Yeah, mine's got the ABV. Okay, cool. You know what style of beer that is?
I don't know. I think it's, let's see what it looks like here. Looks like.
Zoom in, shall we? It's like IP Haze.
Looks like a New England IPA to me. I'm trying. We got these right here. We got this word right here, the green on the green, but I don't think it shows the style.
It's New England IPA, New England style IPA. There it is.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I can read that. What the hell I'm doing? I'm blind. So Boone Haka Shaka, whatever.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
New England IPA. New England IPA. So I'll give you the smell, taste.
Sure.
Next time around. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Perfect. Okay. Next time around, I'll take a drink for you. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, you have to take a drink because I just said appreciate
you. We're just bumping around. All right, let's go to Oregon with the beer man. He's cleaning out the room to go to the brewery.
That's with Rakow. They're Zealand hops. Real quick. That has apricot, plum, mango, pear, and other stone fruits in that. So hopefully you'll get that out of that beer, Alex.
What, in this?
Yeah. Hopefully you'll get that kind of stuff out of it.
I appreciate legendary beer.
I think it's a single Rakow hop edition thing or something. But,
yeah, it's not a double, so it looks like we're good on that one. Yeah.
Or
appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay, cool. So this is one from 450 North Brewing Company. It's called their Filet of Fruit.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, I gotta try that.
Let's go over here.
That shit's expensive.
It is. It's $9 a can.
I saw their stuff for $30 at the liquor store the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, they're wrongly priced. Well, the puree is spendy to put into the beer. 5.3% passion fruit, jackfruit, dragon fruit, star fruit, and grapefruit. This was canned, I don't know. So it's all good. I've twirled it. I've had it upside down. Let's pour it. Oh, God.
Can't be that legendary beer, man.
That's like mango or
It's
something.
really sloppy sounding.
Ooh, whoa.
That looks delicious. I gotta get some of that.
Sloppy sounding?
Yeah, it's like balls hitting paper or something. So that's got the nice puree. Look at the bubbles on the top, like science experiment.
That one giant bubble in the middle.
I know, I was gonna say this whole big one in the middle.
Like mocos, dude. Like boogers. Yeah, but the Cascade's nice. Didn't really leave a hardcore head, but a lot of puree-ness. Gal, that's like Utah. God. That's like seriously, I gotta pop that. Wow, that smells so fruity. I can't wait to try this with you guys. Cheers. Cheers, man.
All
Cheers,
right.
man.
Thank you, beer man. Cheers. We will find out how that beer
Definitely.
fares.
All right.
East Coast
I got another beer in honor of Eric. I like to bring these beers based off of you, man. So Eric,
Grazie.
beer reviews. Thomas Mello 75. He's always rocking that sweet stash. I got a beer called Milk Stachio.
From Hop.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is a pistachio milk stout brewed with chocolate. 6% alcohol by volume. This is a Hop Butcher. Hop Butcher for the world. Dry hop brewers. Tasting notes. It says nutty pistachio, creamy vanilla, rich chocolate. If you want to check them out, you can go to hopbutcher.com. It does give the package date. It says 12/15/21. I'm not sure what the 9 years at the bottom means. And then they do have the time 9/57/23. But yeah, let's pour this up. First Hop Butcher beer, and yeah, like I said, I thought this was perfect to bring on that Eric show. You know, with the mustache. So I got my stout glass here. Let's pour it up.
All right. Rock on.
I can't get some Hop Butcher.
It looks good. Definitely motor oil black. It's got that I'd say like brown head, produced about 3-finger tight knit head there. Definitely holding some nice retention. Little effervescence at the bottom. You can see that. Oh yeah, there you go. It's picking up a little bit. Yeah, this looks good. And pistachios. I'm a big fan of pistachios. My dad was always really into pistachios, and he would buy like the big containers of them, the little plastic containers, and I would have my fair share of them. So yeah, excited to try this. Smells pretty good. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Prost. Shalange. I appreciate you. Thank you for not being a douche. All those good things. We're just bumping around. All right. Actually, I can use that little live button. We don't have too many people. That doesn't screw me up. Good. So I am in a band. A little side note. I'm in a band called Oxford Forge. We got a show tomorrow, but we had a show over the weekend all the way out in Portland, Maine. So thinking to myself, while I'm in Portland, Maine, while I'm in the area, I have to stop by a brewery called I stopped by one called Barrel Souls in the town I was staying in, Saco, Maine. But the brewery I really needed to stop by before I left town was called the Bissell Brothers.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, dude.
Bissell Brothers, the beer that I'm going to bring, may not be the most exciting, extravagant one, but I'm really interested in how they do this one. It's their one little stone, and it's a Czech style dark lager.
Damn.
Bissell Brothers. Yeah, Bissell Brothers. My GPS tried to take me. My GPS literally told me to go off road to get there. That was a little strange. I turned around, put on the Waze on the phone, and everything was good. It's at 4 Thompson's Point Road, Site 108, Portland, Maine. It is by the international airport over there. So tried to get me to go through gates I shouldn't have. Ooh, boy. Anyways, I digress. This is a 5.8% pint of lager, 16-ounce can, done in canning. I think it says 4/29/2022. This was first brewed by the women of Bissell Brothers and debuted in May 2020. Complex grist bill through thoughtful hopping, diligent lagering, and respect for tradition combined to create a beer perfect for any season. 5.8% middle fruit and Saaz. Your hops. So we'll take a look, see what this is like. A lot of their beers were $14.14 a 4-pack. That's an amazing deal for a pretty awesome beer. Gotta put it in a Kotspritzer Schwarzbier glass. So dark lager, why not?
That's a cool glass.
I like that glass, yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
This pours the Alex the Beer Master head almost by design.
There you go. You got the Alex Beer Master pour just right.
It does look like. There we go. Woo! Hell yeah, mofos. All right, people. Deep, dark caramel malts. Look at all the carbonation. It is, yeah, it's one of those heads. And it's just deep, rich mahogany amber malt. Dark tan head and some very nice notes on the aroma. So before I get too far into any of that, let's put everybody back in their little spots. And let's go back to Alex the Beer. Oh, before I do that, Alex the Beer Master, I think you said appreciate you twice. That's 2 drinks of time.
Eric, you're a chip, my friend. Awesome, brother.
Very
awesome.
good. All right. Ooh, that's a tasty beer. We'll get back to that one. That's
we'll get
good.
back to your tasting soon. But
all right, Alex, your turn.
He had to taste it because
Laka or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so it is Boone Haka Raka. It's based off of what I just said earlier. So it is a New England IPA style. So cannot wait to try this because I've already tried one of these beers before, like a while back, and this is like maybe they're double or something a little bit, maybe not double, but something similar to this. But it's from the same brewery. So smells onionly. I don't normally say that.
Yeah.
Smells dank. It looks like an actual New England IPA. I am really pleased with my New England IPAs every time I get a stout or New England IPA. I'm very pleased with these beers. Looking forward to many more. So, yeah, smells good. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Let's do it. Cheers. Solange. Let's have a beer.
Cheers. Cheers.
Banner off. Banner off.
That is delicious. The mouthfeel, not as drying. Nice and wet. Sounds weird, but that's okay.
It's sweet.
Yeah. I guess it could be sweet. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Usually I think of the opposite of a wet is dry, meaning that it doesn't have a bunch of sweetness.
No.
Could be right in the middle of that.
Again, a New England IPA does have sweetness to it, but this one is very juicy. Very, very phenomenal. I love it. I love these juicy IPAs. Love them. New England IPAs are the best. Especially on nice hot days, even though I drink them all year round. That dankness, that onioness is very tasty.
I did say that, didn't I?
Now, don't get me wrong. There is a sweetness. And what did you say, Legendary Beerman? You said I was supposed to taste what?
Diesel fuel or onion or garlic, maybe? What do you get?
You gonna taste diesel fuel?
I got it in the last one.
No, no. You read about this beer and
what do you? I'm sorry. Show that again. I'm all. I had to go to.
That's okay.
That's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Jeez. Oh yeah, Raquel hops.
That's a hop. Oh.
Yeah, so it's. I think it's just hopped with Raquel, which is a New Zealand hop.
Very sweet. I love it.
Apricot, plum, mango, pear, other stone fruits. Peach maybe, or
no,
apricot.
I don't taste that, but I do taste the sweetness, so that might be apricot because apricot's sweet. Okay. So I might be tasting that, or at least the I'm trying to learn every day. I'm learning about the beer.
Sweet
and I love
fruits is what it has.
I think that's what I'm having.
Fruity.
Yeah.
Anything sweet fruit related.
Oh yeah, that definitely has sweet now. I didn't think there was going to be sweetness to it, but as I'm drinking it, you're right. It does have that fruit stuff and all that, but it has more dankness and more juiciness than fruit, but because like I said, it's supposed to taste like mango. I don't taste no mango, but that could be also with sweetness as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it varies on when they add the hops and stuff to get the flavors out and stuff.
Sure.
I'm telling you, this is my second time having this beer, or my second time having this brewery, and they have done pretty good. I'm really enjoying this beer. Very juicy. It can what's it called? Quench the thirst
yes.
when you're thirsty. I'm loving it. A little bit of actually creaminess. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there's a little creaminess as I'm sipping because, as you know, as you drink these beers, they do sometimes change. Oh, have a little burniness in the back there, but I don't feel the burniness when I'm drinking it. Weird.
Like a hot burn.
Exactly. It's definitely a hot burn. It's not as bad as if you drink a beer from. Well, not bad because it's good. It's not as strong as if you get a beer from where Brian lives.
Colorado.
No, what's that beer called again? What's the brewery called again? I can't remember. But Dry Dock. Thank you. So it's not as potent with the burn as Dry Dock, but that is a good beer as well that I was drinking as well a while back.
I've yet to try Dry Dock.
That is, I'm sorry, even if I can't taste the fruit, it does have that sweetness just like a fruit and just like a New England IPA, because I do know what fruit tastes like. And, I could tell you if it's mango or not, and I don't taste that, but I do taste that sweetness that mango does have.
What about the apricot? You get some apricot or any peach or anything like that?
No, there's no peach. Apricot would be sweet as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I'll have to try an apricot and see what I could taste with the beer. But I have had peach before. I've had mango before.
Definitely.
All I'm saying is I'm trying. Especially most of the time, I do know all this stuff. Most of the time, but sometimes these beers can get you on. It can throw you a loop.
Sure can.
I'm very pleased. It's going to be. It might be a high ABV. Not high ABV. High rating. We'll see.
High rating.
Yeah, it is a very, very delicious beer. Let's see if I have any more flavors. I'm sorry, it takes 50 years.
It's all right. I only have 20 left, so.
Well, I've been swishing around my mouth a little bit. No, I'm blind to that, but I can't be because I drink mango beers all the time. I know that there's coconut. I know if there's a mango. I know if there's any of this stuff. I know because I've drank it before. So I'm guessing it might be just dialed back, I'm guessing. But the mouth feels very creamy, very smooth. I can tell you that. But it has plenty of flavor, but sometimes I cannot apprehend, but I can apprehend that there is stuff in there. Just freak like I normally would. It all depends on the beer Well, it depends on the beer, what they did on the hops, like you just said.
Yeah. That's why timing of hops is very important during brewing.
But they might have done that on purpose.
Oh, I'm guessing they did. Yeah.
They might have done it on purpose because some people that are not like me that loves mango and stuff, so they don't like mango or what's it called, apricot, or any of those delicious fruits. It's pretty. If you don't like those fruits, this would be a good beer.
Huh.
We'll add it just 30 seconds later, so you don't get mango.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to enjoy this beer.
And think on
It's
it.
very, like I said, as I'm drinking it, it has a sweetness to it. So if you do like this sweet, juicy New England IPA beers, because that's what they do, they have that sweetness, fruity stuff. Sometimes you can taste that, sometimes you can't, but I can taste that sweetness. So if you can get Zigmeister Boone Haka Raka New England IPA. Oh, hold on.
That was very well said.
New England, yes. Boone Haka Raka New England IPA. Please do. I'll probably be doing a review on this on my own channel as well, because I've done a review 2 days ago, but I did a review on this beer. So if you want to get this, please do. It's very coconutty if you love coconut. And most of my peeps on this panel, as far as I know, like coconut.
Okay.
So please try to
I
get
love coconut.
Okay.
Very good. Nice.
Yeah, it's mackin'.
Peanut butter. Very good.
So that's it for me. I'm going to shut up now, and I'll let you know what the ABV
rating.
What the rating is next time around. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes,
Cool,
thank you.
man.
Something to appreciate you.
All right. Let's get this spun up so I can get my nose in there.
Man, I talk people's ears off.
That's okay.
I got to stop doing that.
You're doing all right.
Oh wow.
I know.
Yeah, dude, I get passion fruit. There's like star fruit and all this other stuff, and I tried to look it up and remember what was going on, but it's all basically a conglomeration of like citrus and tropical. I get mango is a big one, orange, pineapple. Oh boy, kind of an earthy. There's kind of a guava undertone underneath it all. I don't know if that would be star fruit or what else in the hell is in this. Grapefruit. Yeah, maybe a little. There, I get the there's that pungent papaya kind of thing or something in the back of my nose. It's like an earthy kind of sake lockery kind of thing.
Yummy.
But it's nice. It's like a thick, meaty smell, you know, and it goes underneath with the mango, the orange I'm getting, the pineapple. Very nice. Yeah, and it's bright. It's very candy-like. It's got a candied smell. It's very cheers, Lep. It's got a very nice candied kind of. All these fruits are very candied. Sweetness is big in the nose. We looked at it, but a nice orange mango looking colored opaque beer. The bubbles are crazy, and it's leaving quite a puree ring around the top there. I am really looking into this. This is an XXL, so I'm assuming it means more of
those flavors
because they're the same percentages. So I don't know. Yeah, let's get into this. Cheers.
Cheers to the
private
chats going on.
Cheers to the chat. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Oh, Eric has to drink a sip.
That's really good, man.
Oh,
but it's got a tart. No, it's got a tart. That was my tart look. It's got like a tart kind of wowness, but it goes on sweet. It goes on sweet like fruit on the bottom, Greek yogurty kind of thing, and then it just tarts off and goes cha and just stabs your ass in the back of the head.
Your ass.
It's very soft though and thick. It's got a viscousness to it. The viscosity is so thick. Definitely what is it? I'm trying to not medium body at all. It's a fucking thick body for sure. And the mouth feels very just, I don't know, man. It grabs your tongue, it grabs your palate, it grabs everything around you and just like lets you, it's like an elevator of fruit flavor,
Hashtag thick
man, and
boy.
citrus.
It's a thick boy.
Or an escalator. It's an escalator of
Legendary Beer Man. I will tell you this: 450 North. It is like an elevator of fruit. I'm telling you, it is 100.
It starts at the bottom and goes up automatically, and you got to get off or you'll get stuck.
Don't get me wrong. Drecker and 450 North have been wonderful beers to me, and they have treated me well.
Dude.
And I'm looking forward to trying more of those beers. That's all I gotta say. They're like elevator of fruit. You're correct.
Just or a rainbow or something. There's so many things that you can travel on in this thing, and it's the biggest escalator in the world, dude. Like
exactly.
But
it may not be just those beer. It may not be just that brewery. Any beer similar to that, it's like a freaking elevator escalator fruit thing, man. Like heaven.
Or like those things at the airport that you walk on and it makes you walk faster. It's like you're getting there and it's like choo, 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 choo. All these flavors going in your head, dude. This one's more earthy papaya though. I'm getting a big guava papaya push the bottom right underneath it all on the tongue. And then on the top, I'm getting all the mango, pineapple, grapefruit, pink grapefruit, and it pushes into this nice, thick, yogurty feel in the finish, like you want to spit.
Damn!
But it's spicy going down with that lactic acid going down your esophagus. And you get that kind of vinegar-esque kind of feel, as if you shot some apple cider vinegar or something, which is very good for you, by the way. You should do it every day. But yeah, a good beer, a good sour, actually. Very, very nice. So that's all I have to say. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Eric, man. Cheers, Thomas Metal.
Thank you for joining. We'll come back around, everybody, and we'll get the final scores, ratings, and thoughts. So stick around for that. The conclusion.
True that, legendary Eric. Oh, you gotta. Oh, I didn't say the other words, so you don't worry.
No.
Milk Stachio. Milk stout brewed with chocolate. All right, this has a really good aroma. It is kind of on the colder side, but I am getting a nice pistachio nuttiness. Milk chocolate, like roasty coffee. Definitely some like molasses. Nice sweetness from this one for sure. 6%, definitely not high in ABV, but no booze detection on the aroma. Yeah, roasty coffee actually comes out a little bit more prominent than I expected. Dried fruits, like I'd say more on the raisin side, a little bit more raisiny. But yeah, as far as sweetness, it definitely smells sweet. The pistachio isn't overpowering, but it definitely it's noticeable up front. It's the more prominent aroma, but it doesn't overpower the other aromas in the beer. A little bit of like that creamy vanilla, like they say, so it does have like some vanilla sweetness, and it all blends very well together on the aroma. The nuttiness, the milk chocolate roastiness, the raisins, vanilla, all of it blends very well together, and it gives you a great aroma. So as far as the aroma, this smells really good. But yeah, I haven't tried this yet. Like I said, it was holding good head retention when I poured it, but it's almost completely gone. Head's almost non-existent. Didn't really leave much of a lacing. The lacing kind of just starts to fall down. But yeah, let's try this out. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to beers.
Cheers to beers.
6% ABV. It actually has a lot more of a viscosity on the mouthfeel than you would expect. Definitely creamy vanilla. And that chocolate note, it goes from like milk chocolate up front to like a more dark chocolate, slightly bitter, rounding out with that roasty coffee. Ooh, that pistachio. Well, that pistachio is not very noticeable up front, but you are left with like a nice pistachio aftertaste. I take that back. Extra pistachio is kind of prominent up front. But like I said, it blends very well together. When I go back to my rating, I feel like this might warm up a little bit. It is very humid over here. Cans sweating, glasses sweating. So maybe I'll start to be able to pull a little bit more of that pistachio note. But for my initial impression, I do feel like the pistachio isn't as prominent as I would like it to be because I love pistachio. I'm a big peanut, almond, all different types of nuts I am a big fan of. But pistachio is definitely one of those ones that I've always had a definitely kind of a more nostalgic feel when it comes to pistachios because, like I said, my dad used to buy them all the time. He was wicked into pistachios, and of course, I would have my fair share of them. But yeah, it's good.
Was Trios lunge?
Yeah, it's got definitely a creamy mouthfeel. As far as sweetness, to Cyclops scale, it's got a little bit of bitterness.
Creamy mouthfeel, huh?
This is show number 2.
We can hear Dio in the background. Uh-oh.
But yeah, so as far as like Cyclops scale, it does have a little bit of an astringency. There's a little bit of drying aspect. Along with like I said, it turns into like roasty coffee, more of a dark chocolate on the back end, but a little bit more milk chocolatey up front. It's a good beer. I do like it. It does have that creamy viscosity, like I said. Vanilla is definitely prominent. Brown sugar, molasses ends up showing up pretty prominent on the palate as well. So yeah, Cyclops scale. I'd say 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's definitely sweet. Like I said, creamy, sweet vanilla, molasses, brown sugar, milk chocolate. So 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. And then hop cones. I'm gonna say it's about 2.5 going towards 3 out of 5 hop cones. Definitely not overpowering, not overly astringent. It doesn't give you that like overly bitter, drying aspect of the beer, and it's also not cloying with the amount of sweetness it has to it. I will say it's definitely well-rounded, and I feel like once this gets warmer, that pistachio note might pop out a little bit more. But as far as what I'm sitting at right now, I would like to see more of the pistachio. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, come back around when we go back to my rating. Hopefully it warms a little bit, and that pistachio note will be a little bit more apparent on the palate. But yeah, overall good beer. Carbonation's about light to medium, like most milk stouts. And the body's definitely medium bodied. Good viscosity for a 6% milk stout. And yeah, I think they did a good job with this one as far as blending everything together and making it very complex, but not one flavor note is more dominant over the other, going towards that balanced side.
That's good.
And I think they did a good job. But with it being the temperature it is, I gotta get one of those temperature guns that Bumpy has, the thermal temperature thing, so you can see what.
Yeah, I see the legit Bumpy do it once in a while. He hasn't done it in a while, but he has done that.
That's cool. I definitely need to get one of those because that's perfect. Because I feel like this beer should be enjoyed like room temperature, a little bit more warm.
Yeah,
and I feel like that, like I said, that pistachio note, that nuttiness might pop out a little bit more. What's up, Alex?
Tanner? Legendary Tanner, some people like to do the cold first, and as you drink it, then you like to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let it warm up a little bit. Yeah, you don't want it super hot. You don't want it to be sitting out. You want a little bit of a chill to it. And then, like you said, once it starts to open up and you start to drink through it a little bit.
You want an IPA cold as fart.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like the milk stouts, you know.
The milk
You don't want them like straight out of the closet, like an imperial aged. You know, you don't want them straight out of the cellar, imperial barrel aged. You know, those are super good when they're like warm.
Yeah.
The milk stouts, in my opinion, personally, you want them to be like a slight chill up front, and then once once you start to drink to them a little bit more, it starts to warm and they start to pick up more of those flavor notes. But as far as being my first Hop Butcher for the World beer, I will say it's very well balanced, and they did a good blend with the pistachios. So
awesome, man. That's awesome.
Bam. We got some detailed reviews today, people.
Well, I can't wait to get some Hop Butcher. It's going to be delicious.
Hop Butcher rocks, dude.
I cannot wait.
Well, from what I've had, this is good.
All right.
Well, Hop Butcher is more famous for these kind of beers, New England IPAs. But yeah, you can get your stouts, and stuff like that.
I totally feel like you need to have at least 4 or 5 from a company before you judge their beers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, no. So far, like I said, this beer I've drank. This is my second beer having this brewery, and it's very good so far. I'm not gonna judge it all the way, but it's pretty tasty so far.
Well, not to keep going on, so we can let Eric go, but
I'm gonna shut up.
Like my opinion with like Drecker, when I had my first Drecker, I was like, oh my god, Drecker makes the best stuff in the world. And then I had a couple of them, and I was like, oh, these are okay, they're decent, you know. And like you said, you have to try multiple beers from that company. You know, not everything's going to be hitters, but there are some companies where it seems like everything they make is a hitter. So
even other breweries that have the same style to even see if they're good enough to them, it's like, oh, okay,
yeah. Cheers, guys!
All right,
cheers, man.
Cheers. We had Drewski Brewski on the show. It was getting.
But he left.
It was he left on his own accord. It was getting a little noisy. It was just getting a little noisy on his end with another chat window open. So I had to mute that, and then he just left on his own accord. So no hard feelings, 0 on that one. But I do have to shout out. Oh, now that Thrash Life is chatting.
Hey, Thrash Life.
Thrash, what's up, brother?
It's Wednesday for the hump day. Well, sure.
Hey, Eric, you have a blue star on one of your things.
I do. I have 2 stars. We have to shout out one of the frequents, well, an occasional frequent that comes on and chimes in on people's channels. His name is Carboco Carlos. He comes on and he says, "Hello, how are you doing today? Tell me the good news." So, Carlos, if you're here in the chat, tell us the good news.
Nice to see you, Carlos, my friend. Appreciate you.
Cheers.
I love you.
Yes, it's another good phrase. So, cheers, Carlos. All right. So, I am drinking once again. Bissell Brothers from Portland, Maine. This is their One Little Stone, their Czech-style dark lager at 5.8% alcohol by volume. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is telling me this was canned on the 29th of April, 2022. And besides the middle fruit and the sauce hops that their website talks about, the malts they say is Biscuit, Cara, Munich, chocolate malt, Maine Pills, Munich, and Vienna malts. And it's a beer. It's a perfect beer for any season. Yes. All right. So I've been drinking down on this throughout the course of the show. It's getting a little. It's still cool. It's getting closer to room temperature, but it's still pretty cool. It did have that huge head in the Koch Spritzer Schwartz beer traditional glass. I figured that was a good glass for a dark lager.
Yeah.
Schwartz beer is a dark lager. And there is some lacing. Definitely there's minimal lacing, but I mean, damn. It's got some lacing. Mahogany color, lots of carbonation. Let's take a look at that again. It's still screaming up the top of the glass. With a nice khaki looking head. Let's get a nose on the One Little Stone Czech style dark lager. Tons and tons of chocolate malt notes. It's like a bitter dark chocolate kind of a note. And you're getting tons of caramel and toffee also. Getting the Cara, what's that word again? The Cara Munich. You're definitely getting that. I'm definitely getting a toasty brown bready note. There is some raisiny kind of dark fruiting in there. I am getting a little bit of a grainy scent as well in that one. Maybe like a little bit of like a grass kind of clippings kind of deal here too. Maybe a little chalkiness. Maybe I'm just imagining that one there. Maybe biscuity, floury biscuity. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm not chalky. Something dusty. The flour on the flour on your biscuit from like a biscuit floury biscuit thing, or a biscuit from a southern style soul food restaurant. There you go. The smells real damn good, and there's roasty, a little bit of a roasty coffee as well. Roasty coffee mixed with that brown bread and caramel drizzle on top. So that smells pretty good. Let's drink a beer. Let's drink this beer.
Shall we?
Solange. Solange, everybody.
Cheers, Eric. Looks good, man.
Oh, yeah, man. It's fair. I'd say it's fairly clean tasting beer. I'm getting some residual sugar from the malt. It is a it has the cooked sugary note before it gets to caramel, if that makes any sense. I think we've mentioned that all throughout the beer community in the last year and a half. We used that cooked sugar note, so not quite that golden caramel color, but it's or the golden caramel flavor, but it's getting towards there. It's got residual sugars in there. Caramel and toffee obviously is another note, but not quite super caramel like a candy. There's definitely the toasty brown bready note. Definitely I'm getting that. Definitely I'm getting the dark raisiny note, some toffee as well. This glass is just a hefty glass.
Yeah, it is.
What else?
Badass. That thing's badass. I like that glass.
Semi-dry. Like I said, there's cooked malty sugars still coming out of the flavor. I would say it's a light, but more of a medium-bodied beer. Fairly clean, like I said, semi-dry. It is nice and carbonated, nice and crisp, the nice moderate carbonation, and pretty refreshing. It definitely is a malt forward kind of a lager beer. You're gonna want to chew on some malt. If you like malty beers, definitely sip and enjoy. What else can I tell you about this beer? Is there a little bit of banana in that? I don't know if I'm imagining that. There might be a little bit of that. Nice chewy malt there. There definitely is some hopping into it. It's definitely not void of hops. I'm getting a bitterness as it starts to dry in the background. There's a little bit of a hop oiliness. Not a bunch. It's not coming across outside of the style norm, but there's definitely, I'm finding more of a hop bite and a hop presence to this, almost like a resiny, fruity kind of a thing as it dries. So it tries to control some of that what I'm calling the sugary, those sugary malts in there that are kind of going in a caramel direction. So very, very nice for the style. Not too shabby. Cannot complain. So you're doing A-okay in that department. All right. So let's go around the horn, shall we? Let's see what everybody is thinking for ratings on their beers. And then we can shout it out loud for our channels, our shows that are coming up. Let us know what's going on, your weekly YouTube programs. And without further ado, let's go back to Alex, the Beer Master, and see what he is giving for a overall rating.
Well, I think I'm going to give this 100.
The Alex 100.
It's just, I know. I never go above 100. I should. One of these days it'll happen. But as of right now, it's very delicious. So if you can get Zig Meister Boone Haka Raka New England style IPA, please do. Let me take a look at this can before we go any further. Let me see if it's a New Jersey beer. Let's say Beer Man looked it up for the hops and stuff and the actual flavors. And like I said, it had that onion. I forgot to tell you there was an oniony taste. Very tasty, very sweet. Not sweet, but it's good enough. I love it. I'm looking for. Like I just told Legendary BJ, I told him I'm looking forward to trying more of these beers of this brewery. Let me see if there's what's it called? What was I looking for, Eric? Losing my mind again.
Are you looking for the ABV or something?
No, the ABV I've already took care of. The ABV I did earlier, which is jeez, now you're losing my mind again. Is 6.9 by volume. That's what I was looking for. The state. I see if there was New Jersey, but I don't see that. But I will tell you this: if you see a side beer, or if it's upside down, that means it's family owned or locally brewed. So that is for sure. So yes, continue this locally beers, regardless where it's at. And I'm looking forward to trying more Zigmeister breweries, Zigmeister beers.
Ziggy-zaggy, oi, oi, oi.
What'd you say?
It said ziggy-zaggy, oi, oi, oi.
I mean, I know you gotta have fun with it, but it is true. It's Zigmeister, and I've drank this with the legendary BJ at his house. And, not this beer per se, but I drink it. You saw it on Instagram. You guys saw it on Instagram and Facebook. If you go back, you will find not this yet, but you'll find other beers that I actually drank, and they're pretty good. So that's why I asked him to put it on Canals. So if you go to Canals, stop by and let's say BJ is not going to be there this weekend, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Just go there, get this beer. Get other beers from this brewery there, and let me know what you think. Any Canals, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be that exact Canals, but probably yes. I think you need to go to that Canals because that's when I had BJ order it for me. So when you see crazy beers, it'll be from me and BJ because I'm the one that asked him to send it out.
Yeah.
So please do. Let me know what you think if you can get these beers, this brewery. And review it on your channel if you're a YouTuber like me and my peeps right here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, any shout outs I need to do or not?
We'll go around one more time and close it out with some shouting outs.
All right.
Whew, sorry, I'm a talking machine.
You're okay. You're not.
This is a really good sour. I know. I don't know, Eric. You don't like these so much. It didn't look like you did. But no, this is.
I like Goes is better. That's just me.
This is really good though. Nice fruited sour here. Just for those that didn't see what I have, it's the fillet of fruit.
For doing that for me.
And it's a slushy XXL. So it's very, very big on the fruit that it had: star fruit, grapefruit, jackfruit, passion fruit, dragon fruit, all these fucking fruits. But it really ended up tasting like a Mexican chili mango candy without the chili. It was just like, like you just take the spice away, take the cayenne pepper away from it, or the red chilies or whatever they use, and you got like a mango candy. It's so mango-y and it's really nice. It gets more mango as it gets hotter or warm with the temp of the room. But yeah, I'm gonna give this fruited sour, a 95 out of 100 is definitely in the A range for me. I don't want to quite go up because there is a lot of these styles out there that are also very good and in the range of what I'm tasting here. So 95 I think is great. So yeah, that's what I have. Cheers.
Shit. Very good.
You gotta say it very fast.
Appreciate you.
You
gotta drink a sip because you said that.
Well, I had this thing out before I even said it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I get what you're putting down. Cheers.
Yeah, what you do. Let's just do this before we go here to the next candidate. Hashtag Legendary BJ.
Yes.
Nice.
No, but you could send him. You could show the channel too, Legendary Eric, if you want, because he's not going to know who that is. They're not going to know who Legendary BJ is.
Oh yeah, well we'll shout him out when we go back around. He's worth shouting out.
Everyone knows BJ.
You know who's worth shouting out right now?
All right, so I've been trying to warm it up a little bit with my hands, just kind of hold a little bit. I will say when it warms, the pistachio note is definitely getting a little bit more prominent on the aroma. But as far as the palate, the pistachio is definitely up front, but it definitely takes a seat and it rides along with all the other flavors. Very well balanced. I'm gonna go right out and say I'm gonna give this beer a 96 out of 100. The pistachio note is really, really, really good. Me personally, I wish that pistachio note was kind of like yelling at you. I wish it was just like dominant, hit you in the face pistachio. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Trash.
Yeah, trash.
But yeah, like I said, I just kind of wish the pistachio note was a little bit more prominent. I wish it was kind of like overpowering, not necessarily overpowering, but I wish it was kind of over the top pistachio. Me personally, when I saw this pistachio, I really enjoy pistachios. So I kind of just wish it was a little bit more prominent. But it's still a really good beer. Like I said, 96 out of 100. I definitely recommend it all day. Let's start making more pistachio milk stouts.
Hell yeah.
I like pistachio beers. It's definitely not something. I will also say that I'm going to give those points towards. I'm still sticking at that 96, but I'm definitely going to give those points towards the pistachio and the milk stout. You don't see that too often. I definitely think that's a nice addition. That's definitely a great adjunct to add to a milk stout. It works very well. I haven't had one before. I do enjoy it. I believe I paid $4.50 for a single can, which isn't a bad price. They do upcharge a little bit, so I'm guessing this probably would have been. I think they upcharge maybe like around $1 to 50 cents to $1 for a single can. So I'm guessing this is probably like a $16, $15 4-pack.
It's not terrible.
So if I see it come back, I would pick it up in the future. ABV is a little bit on the lower side, but usually milk stouts usually aren't crazy ABV, but it works well with the brew. It's the booziness definitely isn't noticeable at all. This is about sixth month of the year.
Okay.
So it's about 5.5 months old. It's still holding its ground. It's still very good. Like I said, first time having a Hot Butcher for the World. They did a great job with this. I would like to try their IPAs. I'm a big IPA fan, but it's always nice to go back to milk stouts, porters, even like what Eric had. I do like the roasty notes. I like getting the caramel, the toffee, brown sugar, molasses, dried fruits, like the raisins and figs and stuff. I'm always a big fan of those beers. And it's possibly because those are very similar notes that you would get with whiskey. So So I think that's kind of why I do gravitate towards, and maybe I do a little bit better on my beer reviews when I do like stouts and porters and stuff like that, because it is very reminiscent of reviewing a whiskey in some sense. But I do.
The barrel age would be like that, Legendary Tanner.
Yeah.
If you can barrel age.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, of course. Yep. That's why I love my Imperial Barrel Aged Stouts. They're very reminiscent of
nice stuff.
And when you have an Imperial Barrel Aged Stout that has those whiskey notes that are very prominent, I'm a big fan of those.
Through that.
So yeah, great beer. Like I said, 96 out of 100. Thanks for having me tonight, Eric. And cheers, guys.
Cheers, says Tanner, East Coast Liquor Reviews, and Paul Middlefruit. Cheers, guys.
Good to see you.
Cheers
over
from
Good to hear
north
from you.
in Ottawa, Canada, Ontario, Canada. Cheers, Paul. All right. If you know what this means, get at it.
Oh no, I just took a sip.
Oh yeah, well, it's mainly towards Eric, but because he didn't play games.
I will say for a milk stout, this is very drinkable too, as well.
Oh, yeah. And remember, you're a legend if you believe you are.
Keep it up.
Sounds like something they would say in the Sandlot. What do they? Well, what do they say? Wait a minute. Let's just go to me. What do they say in the Sandlot? Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Exactly.
That's where you get this. That's where you get this stuff from. Oh, Paul.
Just gotta
Paul's here.
remember the BJ.
Wait a minute. Thrash there said it's been a while since I've seen BJ, but yes, I know BJ's. Oh, my dear.
Right, Bumpy.
Sweet Lord. Holy moly. Before we go any further, let's just do one of these really quickly. We're all here. We're all having fun. Let's subscribe to everybody's channel. Their names are here on their screens. Subscribe. You hit the notification bell. And every time they're going live, you can get their you can get the notification that they've just gone live, or get the notification that they have gone and put up a video, or better yet, if they have the ability to premiere a video, a new one with a chat watching as you do a filmed video premiere, it'll let you know that too. So it's Thomas Metal 75. You're here on this channel. Thank you for joining up, everybody. Go to the Alex the Beer Master channel. Go to the Beer Man channel. I think there's some country dude with the name Beer Man, but look up the Beer Man.
There is. Yeah.
Go look
Beer
up like,
Man. Sorry.
Go look up the reviews.
Thank you.
I am winded. Woo.
Appreciate you.
Comments. Metal 75.
Oh, Eric has to drink a beer. He said, someone said, appreciate you.
Oh, fuck. All right, so I made that trip to play with the band in Portland, Maine, and then got the Bissell Brothers before I left. One Little Stone, Czech style dark lager. I'm saying semi-dry. However, I still wish. I think in general, I wish this beer was even drier. I wish the beer had more of a dry lagering finish to it. There definitely once it finally dries, you do get a nice lagering clean finish. It takes a little while to get there, but it's not cloyingly sweet. And by that, I mean cloyingly, it's not over the top sweetness, but it's getting there. It's a little too much. It's borderline a little too much sweetness, but I like this style. I like all these other flavors. I didn't mention it, but I think you could probably tell. I'm saying this like I would be able to tell you right now, but I think this at least this version, this Czech style dark lager and German style Fest beers and German style Marzens and some of these German style Vienna lagers, I think it would be very difficult if you put the One Little Stone within those categories and some other dark style Czech lagers. I think it would be very difficult to tell the difference between these styles. So if you like Munich style dark lagers, and if you like Oktoberfest beers and Vienna style lagers, you'll like this beer, and you're going to like other Czech style dark lagers. They're very, very, very similar. I'm going to give it an 89 out of 100. My main complaint is I wish it was drier. I don't know what would occur in the beer to dry out the beer. I don't know. I still feel like I'm getting residual sugars from some of the malts in the beer. Kind of wish if maybe it cooked longer. I have no clue, but in general, the base flavor is beyond the sweet, beyond the sort of almost cloyingly sweet flavor.
What's the date on it, Eric?
We'll do this for the rest of the world. The 29th day of April 2022.
Oh, 22. That's not too far away. No, so you should be okay.
89 and a little fruity at the end, a little citrusy at the end there. I like that. Definitely a little citrusy fruit at the end. I'm getting a little marmalade jammy thing, which is more of the sugary note there. I was going to say something else there. Oh, for most of these beers, not every single beer, but for most of what Bissell Brothers was doing that I noticed, to have a majority of these beers at $14.14 for a 4-pack.
$14. That's
a deal I've ever seen for about the best beers.
Yeah,
Value-wise, it is off the friggin' charts. $14. The $4.50 North. I seen this at the liquor store. I went to a liquor store the other day. Monday, $30. for a
They're
4-pack of that.
nine,
you know,
can, 8 or 9 to 10 a can sometimes.
It was 9 and change for a can. And I was luckily I was inside of the beer cooler because I said in somewhat of a pronounced voice without yelling, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You should scream that. What the?
They're spendy. I think that sour diesel I bought the other day with
I got right. I'm getting right for those beers.
27 for a 4-pack, which isn't bad for their pricing.
Yeah, I guess you only live once, so buy a can once and then regret it later. But I'm of the persuasion, I'm of the Patrick persuasion that you can keep your heavily fruited sours for the most part. I will drink some Gozas, and I love the Belgian.
You gotta try some darker with me, Eric.
I like the Belgian style darker sours, your Oud Bruins.
Yeah, those are really good.
Flanders red ales. Now we're talking.
Hey,
what
if they were free like those dreams?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't taste like a Jarim to me. But you know what? This is what we probably have to do is that last Jarim that this guy gave me at the end of March. I still have one of the two. We need to get together on a program and just do one of them. Just do that, man.
That'd be cool.
Certainly could. Yeah. So I'm going to leave this up to anybody that wants to go first. If Alex wants to go first, go right ahead and shout out what's going on YouTube for the Alex Beermaster channel on YouTube.
Well, Food Friday is going to be quesadilla, cheeseburger quesadillas, and beer. The normal. Food Friday, Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then John and Nelly, just look for that on Stout Sunday around 7 o'clock or 7:30, whenever the Johnny boy wants to do it. I think it's going to be this month. He'll be getting back to doing that. So get your 7 o'clock. Get your stouts and porters on around 7 o'clock or 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the evening, unless he changes it back up. So you'll get your nightcap instead of starting your day, you'll end the day with the legendary Johnny Boy. So hey, and if you don't know who Johnny Boy is or John and Nelly, just look up Georgia Beer Reviews, and then you'll find that. So get your stouts and porters on around 7 o'clock or 7:30. Eastern Standard Time at night, Sunday night, unless something else changes, and he does it in the morning again, around 10:30. So enjoy, and you'll know. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
Wish, Reciprocal, and Lux are last beer Josh A's favorite from Bissell Brothers, and so they had Swish only to do a pour for. Only to do a pour at the tap line, and I was driving a grand total of 2.5 hours away back home, so I didn't really want to drink a 8% beer before I drove 2.5 hours back home.
You don't want to do that.
I'm gonna try Swish because that's the I don't know, that's like the heady topper of Bissell Brothers. But I did get the Lux, which is their Deluxe is a pale ale. That was a mosaic pale ale. Very berry, very well. You know what? One of these days you'll hear about that beer on this channel.
Yeah,
and Reciprocal was a really good dry hopped IPA. And yes, hams or 30 of damn inflation. Oh, hams, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to go to
what did it used to be? 12
Brewing Company or something there. But anyways, Beerman, do you want to talk about the channel of Beerman and what's going on?
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks for letting me be on your show. Tuesday will be. I forgot. Hold on, I have the picture. It'll be black. So I have 3 styles of cheese and 3 styles of beer: black IPA, a Berliner Weiss, or any lagers. So that really is a wide perspective. A wide range. And then the cheeses is Manchego, Munster, or any budget cheese. So you can go and just get Kroger cheese or whatever you want.
I might join.
Anything really.
Well, it's cheap, so. Yeah, I'd like to throw in Annie's so people will be there. It's kind of hard to find the ones that are selected. But at times. But yeah, 8 o'clock Eastern for that. Wednesday will be what did I say? Oh yeah, Goldfinger, Austin Powers, Goldfinger, theme.
Whoa.
So bring something for that.
Hello.
Yeah. So hopefully we can find something. And then Saturday, I'm going to be starting a new thing where I'll be going solo for 3 weeks of the month, but I'll be doing a brew day every 2 weeks of the month. The second week of the month, I'll be doing a brew day. So we'll do the first week, I'll do a recipe by myself on a live, and then we'll do, even though I've got 20,000 fucking recipes, but and then the next week we'll brew it, and the third week we'll rack it. The fourth week we'll review it, hopefully with forced carbonation and stuff.
And then we'll be reviewing it ourselves.
So,
I cannot wait.
One
Thank
day.
you.
hopefully I can send some out to you guys so you can
It'd
review
be a
on
little
panel with me.
expensive for Beer Man to do that initially on his own brews, I think.
It's gonna take a little time, but I'll get there.
Don't get me wrong, though. I'm going to review every single beer that Beer Man makes. I am a
I
champion.
hope.
I will.
I do have a canner, so I can can beers for you guys and send them
Sweet.
out.
Oh,
Kinda cool.
Makes it even better. Let's start
Canner
Thank
and a
you.
bottle or so.
Gonna get a
However,
bigger
it's
can
I
of
like
Beer
cans
Man.
better, but I could do bottles and cans. I'll do them all together.
But I'll show you the tour of it. It's very small. He's got a cooler room as well and all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah, I
So
know
it's
that because you were like
kind of
freezing
fun.
me.
So
One of
yeah,
them.
yeah, you saw that. But no,
Hell
that's it. That's all I have. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you, Legendary Beer Man.
So, nothing gold. No, I didn't even remember seeing that at the brewery. The only beer that I drank at the brewery was Substance, and I think they call that their flagship, flagship IPA, and I bought a 4-pack of that. That was, and I took the pictures that I took that I sent to our community within the Google Hangouts. I never posted anything online. Maybe I need to actually just do some of those photos. The Substance was this very pillowy, velvety, super smooth, super just luxurious beer. It was
Ryan, I love you.
That if that was their flagship beer, that's all I needed to know about Bissell Brothers. So yeah, Substance was pretty good. Again, $14.14 for a 4-pack. That's kind of stupidly good. Yes, Alex needs to send money to Beer Man for
Brian's just a ball buster. He's been doing that.
And you know what we need to do? We need to hear what's coming up on the East Coast Liquor Reviews channel of YouTube.
Let's say Tanner.
All right, coming up at 9 p.m. tonight, we'll be doing a brewery review on Lawson's Finest Liquids.
Oh shit! Really? Uh-oh.
So we'll be doing Lawson's Finest Liquids. That's the brewery we're going to be reviewing. So I will say, if you would like to join the panel and you don't have a Lawson's Finest Liquids beer, that is perfectly fine. You can come and hang out with me. I've had Beer Man on once.
Cool. I'll be there if you want.
He didn't have a brew from the brewery, but
Same with me, I think.
Yeah, Alex just came on too. So if you guys would like to hop on the panel, hang out with us, and give your opinion, as long as maybe you have some insight of the brewery. You don't even have to have any of their beers. Maybe we go over the website and you can think about. You can put your own 2 cents in. So you don't even necessarily have to have a beer from that company. But yeah, I like to keep it open because I do these brewery reviews and I try to pick different breweries that people can get, and I try to pick more popular ones. But I know it's not available in every state, and I know it's a little bit harder. But as always, like I said, if you want to hop on and you want to talk about the brewery with us, you may not necessarily be reviewing a beer, or even, I've had Alex and Beer Man on there, and they were reviewing beers from other breweries. Just little reviews, and then back on top of the brewery that we're reviewing. So if you would like to do that and you want to hop on with me, I'm perfectly fine. I love to support the community, have the people that I do.
We'll be quiet
if they want to hang out, and if they want to come and hop on the show with us. So yeah, that's at 9 p.m. Coming up and very shortly. Also, I do my Saturday Rate That Beer. Bring any beer you want to bring. Open panel, live beer community beer reviews. And shout outs for other people. I will shout out I want to shout out Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. I believe he is doing a examination with this guy over
Yeah,
here
I
tomorrow.
didn't even think about that. I'm
Whoa,
sorry,
cool.
Miscellaneous. Jesus.
Don't
Thank
worry.
you.
What are you guys reviewing?
Matreska or something from Fort George, just over the bridge. We're doing
Ooh, yeah.
kind of a special thing. Yeah, not everyone can get Fort George because they only ship to the Pacific Northwest. But yeah,
Now, I believe he's going to be doing that.
I'll look it up here, man. I probably can answer.
supposedly.
So don't quote me on this. Is he? I think he's going to be doing that for his Thursday night show, 8 p.m.
I'm thinking you're right. I think
Yeah.
that's what he was planning.
Yeah,
so
I think that's what he's going to do. Is because usually either he does his Thursday night beer session or he does like an examination with people.
yeah,
So
I
check
won't
out
speak for him, but yeah.
Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Shout out to him, awesome dude, and
Check.
he'll be examining something with Beer Man. So go check that out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to say shout out to Bumpy Road Brewery. He does his new brew every Monday, 8 p.m. Go check that out. That's a great show. I love being on there. Very good times. Bumpy has definitely been, besides like hanging out with Ron Terrio or like watching Ron Terrio's shows, I've learned a lot of knowledge, and all you guys as well. You know, I don't want to single anybody out, but you know, Bumpy has definitely taught me a lot about beer, and I do appreciate that.
Me too.
Go check out his channel. He also does his 50-point inspections.
Yeah.
I believe what are the days? Is it? Does he drop them? Mondays and no, is it Mondays?
I know he does
Friday
2 a
now.
week. So
Well, he did one today. He did one today, so he does.
You want me to call Beer Man Bumpy now? I can call him
Does
now.
Wednesdays.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Go to his channel is what we're telling you.
I can make it simple.
What are you waiting for?
I know for a fact Bumpy does Wednesdays
Get there.
and another
Pump the
day.
road.
I'm sorry, I can't think of exactly what day he drops it, but I usually try to watch his videos even if it's a couple days later.
Hit the bell.
Yeah, go check him out as well. And also shout out to Last Beer, Josh, Beer Bowl discussions on Sundays. He does
Legendary Josh.
show. He does a little beer review up front, and then he opens the panel up and he does like a little beer talk and brewery talk. He talks about different beer news. So go check all these guys out. You know, great supporters. Even if everybody isn't on the show that you're doing, you know, you're gonna see them either in the chat or they're gonna pop up on one of your live streams. And I definitely do appreciate it. Like I said before, my live streams, you know, it wouldn't be what it is today if I didn't have this beer community hop on with me. Especially Miscellaneous and Bumpy, you know, they're always there. Not to say that you guys aren't, but you know, those two guys, they really have been supporting me and helping me out ever
Same
since
with me, Tanner. I've been supporting you too.
you too, Alex. Like
You're
I said,
here
I
all
wasn't
the
singling
time.
anybody out.
Crazy.
You know, those are the people I shouted out. So you know, those guys,
I
you know,
get you, Brian.
and I appreciate what
They
they
were supporting you more than me until I decided to join because I think you're a cool person. That's why
I think you know,
I appreciate you.
everybody shares the love. You know,
exactly.
everybody's
Like a Subaru, share the love.
You know,
Exactly.
and there's always going to be at least one person from this beer community that's going to hop on with
Wednesday
me.
and Friday. Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, if you're absent, it doesn't mean like myself. It doesn't mean you don't care.
Exactly. No, everybody's got stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
But all you got to remember is you're a legend if you believe you are.
cheers.
True
Tanner.
that.
Cheers, Tanner.
Thank you for having me tonight, Eric. We gotta
Please.
we gotta catch up again sometime and hit up another brewery or something.
Yo, it's gonna be perfect weather to go outside at
Yeah,
these
that'd be
breweries.
awesome. We gotta catch up again and do a little
We
brewery.
gotta go to. There's a brewery. Bravo Breweries in Burrville, but that's out towards the Connecticut border a little bit. But there's some good breweries out in the boonies of Rhode Island, as my buddy Mark would say. It's podunk country.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Tanner,
Yeah.
do you think we can hang out this summer? Maybe. I mean,
Yeah, if we figure this out, why not?
well, yeah, I have to hang out with you too, Eric. Don't worry, I'm not just hanging out with Tanner.
We got to do this.
Don't worry, you won't be left out, my brother.
Good. We got to do this. Yeah. So
You're a beer master too.
shout outs and goodies. Tomorrow, I'm in this band called Oxford Forge. Tomorrow, we're actually playing a gig in Providence, Rhode Island, opening for heavy 80s heavy metal legends Anvil. Holy crap! All right, so there you go. We asked the club owner that we know, and we're like, hey, I wonder if it's possible if we get on that show. He's like, sure. Yeah. He said sure. We're like, what? So we'll see how many people are there on a Thursday night. Kind of an awkward day for a metal show, but we'll see what goes on with that. And again, so what else is going on? So we don't have anything else planned at the immediate moment.
What time are you guys doing that?
I think the show probably starts at 9, I bet.
Okay, I'll give Tanner an hour or two to join.
Yeah, it's the Alchemy in Providence Road, Ireland. Check it out. Yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We don't have anything else planned until I think July 3rd, down in Jewett City, Connecticut. And then we have a couple other things in July. We're going to be doing a 3-day mini tour in September 15th or 16th, 17th, 18th. We're going to go through Delaware. We're going to go through Delaware, whatever that town Joe Biden's from. We're going to go there. We're going to go.
Why it's not going to New Jersey, Eric?
It's not Milton, Delaware. I'm missing the other name of the town. Delaware, North Carolina. I think we're going to Josh A's neck of the woods. Last beer, we're going to.
I want to make sure you're hanging out with him, Eric.
Yeah. Wilmington, that's the one. Wilmington, Delaware. That's it.
Nice,
dude. But Eric, I'm going to message Josh and make sure you and him are hanging out.
Oh yeah, we're playing in Richmond. He can just like drive 20 minutes, not even. We can check in with
you guys hang out.
Stay on target. Stay on target, Josh. You'll be good. So, anyways, we're gonna try to do this with all the panelists again next Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard New York style time, and drink a beer, wine, or a spirit. Yeah, September is right. Drink a beer, wine, or a spirit. We always have fun, and we always make sure to tell you to not be a douche. You douche. Say cheers. We'll let Tanner get ready for his panel and his program coming up, and I might drink another Bissell Brothers. Until next, wait a minute. Let me get rid of this because we can't really see my empty glass now, can you?
I gotta do
Until
this.
Next time, keep tasting these great beers. Cheers. We'll see you soon. Alex has a big old announcement. Let's wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Wait.
This sounds beer master.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta do this right. Are we
okay?
Will they let me do this with 4 people? No. All right. Do it this way. Continue.
This is Alex the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex Beer Master signing out. Cheers, everybody.